Good morning. Let's see all the image. I'm just setting my cell phone as well. I usually do it before everything is ready here, but today I was finishing preparing something. Let's go. Yes, let's do it. Let's go. Today I have something so nice to be talking about. I will start using this one here because today is hot. Let me know if you can hear me well here and there. Can you hear me, everybody? This is awesome. It's so great to be here. Go get your coffee and we'll start talking about pronunciation. Pronunciation. Today, is it on? It's not on. Yes, now it's on. Haha. Now everybody can hear me. Let's talk about pronunciation today. First things first, priorities. Have you taken your coffee? Go get it. If you can't hear me anymore, please let me know. This is my first time using this different microphone with a dead cat on it. I had no idea of this word, dead cat, but I discovered it. And let's go. Do you have any problems with your pronunciation? Do you have any questions when you are speaking, when you are talking to someone? Do you have any do you feel insecure about speaking because of your pronunciation? Because really, this is something that we have to think about. We can't not speak because we are afraid of mispronouncing words, but we have to think about them before. We have to practice. We have to see how to do it. And the important thing is practice. Okay, so that's what we are going to do today. I'm going to be pointing. I'm putting this in the other microphone so that I have a spare one. Okay. Sorry. So first things first, go get your coffee. Second things first, pronunciation is different from accent. What is the difference between pronunciation and accent? They are completely different. They are completely different. How different? Let's open a Brazilian, a Portuguese box here, okay? I am mineira. Sou mineira e eu falo assim. Então, se eu te convidar para tomar um cafezinho na minha casa, eu vou falar desse jeito. Vou falar desse jeitinho. Porque eu sou mineira. Agora, imagina se eu, mineira, começo a falar assim, guria, vamos tomar um café na minha casa? It sounds terrible for me. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's not me. So that's the difference, okay? This that I just made is accent. This is the accent. This is not pronunciation. Pronunciation is when you mistake a word and you pronounce something different, maybe, or you pronounce something that people cannot understand because you are mispronouncing it. So I separated here a few mistakes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mistakes for us to be talking about, and some tips, some ideas to help you to practice, okay? Because remember, practice makes progress, okay? Don't come here thinking that practice makes perfect, because that's not our objective. We don't aim for perfect, okay? And you shouldn't do that either. Let's go. Mistakes. Brazilians. Remember, I'm talking about Brazilians because that's the most, the one that we see the most. Okay, so let's see some mistakes. I will start with this one here, the ed ending sound. The ed ending sound is a good one. It's an amazing one. Because we Brazilians love to pronounce an extra vowel there in the middle. So I separated here. This is my whiteboard. Can you see it? Okay. On YouTube, it's correct. On Instagram, it's, the other way. But it's okay. What happens? ED ending sound. Can you see it here? Yeah, I'll have to look. This ED ending sound. Opa, I forgot it here. Edit. This ED ending sound for regular verbs. We Brazilians, we vowel here. But pronounce the ED ending sound. Pronounce it. Most times, so instead of saying walk, oh my God, it kills me. Instead of pronouncing walked, you're going to pronounce something like, I'm going to write it here. Yes. Wa. Now, there is the surprise. Walk. You see? It's like this is not here. And that's what you have. Walked. Talk, the same. Instead of pronounce talked, talked. The same way. Can you see it? Yes. Talked. This is a good one because we love to say played, because we Brazilians, we love to pronounce all the letters that are there. We love to do that, but that's not the way English works, okay? So be careful. Play. When we pronounce the simple past of this word, we say played, like this here. There's a diphthong. Played. It's like this. Played. You see that there is nothing here. Played. There's nothing here. It's like this letter is not there. Okay? The next one, these two here, now we have a vowel there. But because of this sound here, I'm not going to go through this so much. I'm not going to be going into details about this, but it's because of this consonant here. Just look at this and this. I should have circled both of them because it's the same and it's just one sound. This one and this one here, they make we have to pronounce this vowel. So the other ones, we don't pronounce anything here. These two here, we do. So in this one, we are going to have an extra syllable and we are going to say invited and added. Okay, I'm going to write it here. Let me see if you can see it. No, you can't. I'm going to put it here. Yeah, I think you can see it. And this is a V, okay? And opa, this is the pronunciation. I'm going to write again. Invited. Wow. Oh, it's beautiful, huh? Invited. This is just the pronunciation. This is not the correct spelling, okay? Don't change it in your mind. There is someone at the door, and I'm not going to take it. The last one, I'll just close the door because there is someone at the door. The last one, look. Added. Look at that. Added. Okay? So this is the first mistake, the first problem. We are live. This is real life. This is our I work from home. This is real life. So what happens? That happens. Yes. Dogs bark. That's normal. Cheers. I have no idea who it is, but it's okay. The next mistake I separated for us to be looking through, going through is, I don't know if you can hear it well here. So if you can or can't, let me know. Okay, please. This is only for Instagram, okay? Because it's there. Let's see if it's gonna be working well. I don't know if it's gonna work well, but I do know that when my dogs bark, you can hear it perfectly well. So moving on to the next mistake that we hear Brazilians making a lot, the TH sound. The TH sound, we can't do it. Oh my God, this is so hard. What happens? You have to put your tongue between your teeth. We, Brazilians, we don't have this sound in Portuguese. And that's why it's so hard to make it. To pronounce a word like think. I think it's okay. I think we could try to do something different. Thank you. That is the thing that I told you about yesterday. That is the thing I told you. I was going to overuse it, but okay. So what happens? The TH sound. The TH sound is a sound that we don't have in Portuguese, and we have to pay attention to it, okay? Is it a problem if I don't make it well? No, it's not a problem. Do I have to practice the sound? Yes, I do. I have to practice the sound. Sometimes I'm going to be checking if the light is on here, okay? Real life people. My dogs were barking. My daughter woke up. I will ask her to see if there was someone at the door, okay? Honey. Opa! Você olhou se tinha alguém na porta? Não? Você olha lá, fazendo favor.
Fechei.
Não, no portão. Na campainha?
Por quê?
Põe aí do outro lado.
Por quê?
Por quê? Porque sim. Você só olha lá a porta. Ok? Thank you. Real life, people. Real life. I love to remember that because we always think, oh, we have to be perfect. We can't do anything different. We can't show. We are robots. We are not robots. There is a life here. There are people living in a house. And life is happening as we are working, right? So, back here. Back to our pronunciation problems. Okay. Back to our pronunciation problems. Mistakes. The TH sound. The TH sound is beautiful. It's awesome. You need to practice this sound. Go in front of the mirror. This, that, those. There is something that helps a lot with the sound. It's message. Something to help you. What is it? Sopa de cebola sem sal e sem salsinha. Oh my God, I have never felt so ridiculous in my life. Because I have always done it in front of my students, but never here for a lot of people. These words will help you practice this sound well, and make it better, okay? As you practice, you use the muscles, and the muscles will remember when you have to pronounce this word. You don't have to be exaggerate. You don't have to overdo it. You don't have to, I think, no. Pay attention when you watch a movie or series, or when you listen to someone who is fluent, you don't notice that they are making the TH sound. And we do it all the time. I mean, when it's necessary, in the correct places. So pay attention to how people pronounce it. The next mistake, we are the third mistake. Good. We Brazilians love to say goodie, badgie. Be careful, okay? We love to put this extra vowel at the end of the words in English, but we have to pay attention. We have to understand that in English, we don't have this extra vowel at the end of the words. In Portuguese, we don't really have consonant at the end, but in English, we do have the consonant. So we have to pay attention to them, okay? It's not goodie. Good. Practice this. This is a sound that's good to pay attention to focus on, okay? Another mistake that I separated here for us is the R and the H. The R and the H. Why did I put them together? Because in Portuguese, our R is pronounced like the H in English, like in house, horse, home, habit. This sound is important to pay attention to, because sometimes we have this and we could make a mistake, like habit and rabbit. I have seen people mispronouncing it a lot. Yes, I know. I have seen people mispronouncing it, like mixing them up, the H, and I don't remember now an example, because there is something so real that I always say, oh my God, this is so wrong. Anyways, pay attention, okay? When you are pronouncing the letter R, you really pronounce it like restaurant, Ferrari, horror movie, horror. Oh, I love this word because there is the H at the beginning and the R in the middle. Horror. Okay? Pay attention to that. Habit and rabbit, they are so different. And because of one letter, one sound. Okay? So this is something to pay attention to. You need to practice. Go in front of the mirror and practice. And the other one is the M and the N at the end of the word. For us Brazilians, it's not a problem. It doesn't make any difference. It's okay. So we end up pronouncing words like them or then in the same way. Screen and scream in the same way as well. That's a problem, because the M at the end is not something that we can just say, oh, that's my scream. That's my computer scream. What? The only thing I can imagine is a computer like Fantástico Mundo de Bob, you know? Do you remember that? Oh my goodness. So we have to be careful, okay, about this M or N ending sound, because for us Brazilians it makes no difference, but when we are speaking English, yes, it makes a big difference. We have to be careful, okay? Tips and ideas. I think this live is going to be too long. We have been here for almost 20 minutes, and there were dogs barking today, and there was a child coming. Oh, today was a live of real life. Tips and ideas. I'll try to be really quick so that we don't spend our whole day here just talking about it. Let's go. Listen and copy. Fluent people, listen and copy them, like shadowing. You know, there was a video on my Instagram some time ago. I will be doing it again this week. I will even write it here so that I remember to do that. Listen and copy, fluent people. When you listen to fluent people and you copy the way they speak, you can practice these muscles, your tongue, your brain. You practice all of this that is involved in the speaking process. You are practicing, you are using, so that when you have to speak in real life, like here today, you are able, absolutely capable of doing it, of producing the sounds, making the correct noises. I'm calling language a noise. Oh my God. Yes, that's it. How do you know if you are copying the correct way? Record yourself. Record yourself. Voice message, for example, start a WhatsApp group with yourself so that you can speak to yourself, or make videos of yourself. Make videos of yourself speaking so that you can see and you can compare. When you see both or listen to both, you can see where your mistakes are. Okay? This is really, really awesome. This is a very good activity to do. Practice your conversation. Do you have any friends who are learning English? Do you have any friends who speak English? The ones who are learning are probably going to be a better help for you, okay? Because they also want to practice. They also want to have someone to talk to. So it's a good idea. Practice your conversation with your friends who are learning English, or there are apps you can download and you can talk to people all over the world in English. You can do it. You can practice this way, okay? Just Google it. Apps to practice English. There are so many. Some of them are for free, some of them are not. There is artificial intelligence that you can use to talk to. Okay, so try. If you want to practice your English, you have to go for it. All right. Remember, practice makes progress. Practice makes progress. Today you are here, tomorrow you'll be here. The day after that you'll be here. That's progress. Perfection, I don't like to say that because perfect is too much. It's too much. Will you get there? Maybe. Tomorrow? No, definitely not. So practice makes progress. Practice will help you to get there. Okay? Eventually. Not today. Maybe. Speak slowly. Speak slowly so that you are practicing. When you are beginning to learn a language, speak slowly. That's not a problem. Practice your listening to understand when people are speaking faster, when people are using all the connected speech. But you need to practice to get there, to the fast speaker. To become a fast speaker, you need to practice the slowly thing. Word by word, maybe. Yes, it's good for you to practice speaking, pronouncing word by word. It's good, it's okay. But most importantly is that you practice the chunks, the chunks and collocations, the natural way of using the language. For example, collocations are, for example, in Portuguese, when we say pão com, what do you expect to hear after that? We don't expect to hear geleia. We expect to hear manteiga. Even though many people don't eat pão com manteiga, many people eat other things in their bread, that's expected. That's a kind of collocation, okay? Café com canela. No. Normally people say café com leite, okay? This is what is normal, what's common. Practice the common expressions. Practice chunks and collocations. Chunks are the words that come together. They are expected to come together. And you practice the chunk, that part, that block of words. Okay, for example, I don't practice how are you. I practice how are you. How are you? How are you? Okay, there's a chunk, a piece of language. All right. And last but not least, sing songs. Songs that you like, bands that you like, or something new that you are discovering now. Listen to them. Practice with the lyrics. Take the lyrics and first just listen. Okay, that's better. Then you use the lyrics. Okay, I will talk about each one of these ideas at some other point. Okay, that was it for today. Today we talked about the difference between pronunciation and accent. Big difference. Pay attention to that. Mistakes we Brazilians make. Many of us, a lot of us, most of us, when we are learning English, we make mistakes, and some tips and ideas. Okay, this is what we talked about today. For my students, there is a task. The task is to choose one of the tips to start doing today. And I want to know which one you are going to do. Drop a comment or send me. These are the tips. That's what we talked about today. Okay. That's it, right? Any comments? Any questions? I have a comment. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube. I will be posting videos there. I will be doing things over there too. Okay. And if you think this live was not so chaotic that you can send it to a person, do it. Okay. Because the mistakes are very common and the tips are very helpful. So send it to one of your friends, okay? Or many of them. Drop a comment about the tip you are going to be implementing in your life. Tell me the mistakes you usually make, and I'll see you next week. Next week, our live will be on Tuesday, okay? Tuesday at the same time, 8:10. Not in English. Bye.